Hello, this is Transformers Fan G138, and this is a video review of Transformers Generations Wheeljack. And this guy is actually pretty neat. He is obviously a Generations figure, and which means he's a classic representation of the original character. This mold was also shared with the Trax mold. There's some differences, like he's got this bumper out here, this extended race bumper, and this fender. The Collectors Club and myself used this mold to make the Battle Changers. Preferably, I think they should have used the Trax bumpers if they could, but it sounds like they couldn't. Because they would need these legs. It's kind of a gang molded thing. Anyway, back to the actual figure. So yeah, he rolls nice. He's a nice race car. He rolls nice if you can get these to fit where there should be. Those are probably the most disappointing part of this entire vehicle mode. The placement of those. I think there could have been a better way to store those, or not have them at all. Personally, that's my opinion. You got the bumper, or the fender, or whatever you want to call this, spoiler. That's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, it's nice. It doesn't look like a robot from underneath. That's always a plus. Not a defining feature for me. He's actually got an Autobot logo correctly in the center, unlike Trax, who has a color change sticker off to the side and slanted. You know, he's got a nice paint job. Very, very Wheeljack-ish. He does have a flight mode, if you really wanted to call it that. I'm not going to show it because he didn't originally have one. It's kind of part of the Trax feature, and it's not very good. And it'll take too long, and I just don't care. So the wheels are painted. They have painted rims. They're not silver, but they're kind of like a really deep gunmetal gray. And they actually appear black on the camera, unless I catch them in the right light, which, right there. So, silver painted. Whatever, headlights. Painted features. It's got a lot of paint apps, which I like. Still think these should be painted silver down here to match this. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's Wheeljack in vehicle mode. I'm gonna go ahead and get him in robot mode now. And here he is in robot mode. And this guy is awesome. Simply because he's got wrenches. Yeah, they are awesome. However, they are designed to be made out of the C-clamps on the actual exhaust ports. Okay. Yeah, I can deal with them. They are clip systems, so you can clip these on other Transformers, so it'll be like guns or something. You can also clip them where Trax's missiles go up top, and have them as guns if you wanted to. I prefer to use them as wrenches on these guys, and as other pieces as weapons on the Battle Changers, which I also have. If you're interested in those, you can watch my reviews. So Wheeljack's head definitely looks like Wheeljack. Ball and socket joint. He's got some motion down here in the foot. Ball and socket, hinge. Hinge knee, which has a lot more motion than the Trax version of the mold, just due to the way it's designed. Then it's got waist swivel, which again, this gets in the way a little bit. This moves. Ball and socket joint hip, if I didn't mention that, I don't remember. Hinge up here, ball and socket joint here. These wheels move forward. That's how the instruction put them, but just to differentiate him from Trax, I like to put him out to the side a bit. The hinge here, double hinged elbow with a swivel hand. Kind of nice. Yep, and he's got his rocket launcher here, which can come off and turn into the gun that Trax has. So it's not anything super special. Yeah, it's pretty nice. You know, it's a nice figure. He's got his wingspan here that he did. It's a little more defined in this version. And another major complaint, in my opinion, is he's too wide and too short. He should be tall and skinny. And unfortunately, just due to the way his legs are, he's shorter than Trax. But his legs are a lot better than Trax's. Actually, if we just do a little quick comparison here, I'll flip this guy's around. So there's a whole different back piece under the hood than this guy, which is kind of nifty that they did that. So that these knee pieces don't get in the way of his joints. Like this one, the back side gets in the way, or if the knee wasn't there, it would fold forward, just like this guy. So that's nice. And actually, before they announced this guy, people were repainting Trax into this guy. So, yeah. It was like, well, I'm sure Hasbro will do that, and look, they did, like a month later. So, that's pretty much the articulation in that guy, and the weapons, and everything else. One thing I did want to let you know about, if anybody's concerned about the quality of the figures when they get them in, this is not the first Wheeljack I got. I actually purchased 3 Wheeljacks. I had purchased an additional 2 to be the battle changers. I was going to custom make them, and I did. However, after I opened up this one, I noticed something with the other Wheeljack mold, the one I started with. One of these wheels was actually the front wheel. And the front wheel is a little bit smaller and skinnier. And I didn't notice it at first because it blended in. However, so he had 3 front wheels and 1 rear wheel. And I didn't notice it until I opened the new one and set them side by side. I'm like, wait a minute, there's something wrong there. And then I compared them and looked at it, and I'm like, oh. So I took the one I originally had, and that's the one I painted. So my custom runabout? Yeah, runabout. It's the black one. Has a smaller wheel on his shoulder. Just a word of warning to anybody who's looking to buy them. Anyway, so these wrench weapons things, these tools, can also store in his legs, which is cool. They can clip on this clip system port right inside here. Right there. And both of them can fit. And they can hide pretty nicely. So you don't need to have them out, which means you're free to give them other weapons, like like this thing. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to. He's a mechanic, he's a inventor, and he's pretty explosive at it. He built the Dinobots. That's a nice thing, unless you're in the current universe with Fall of Cybertron. Then he did not create the Dinobots, or I don't think he did, at least. I haven't played the game yet. Can't wait. It's coming out August 1st. Set my pre-order. Anyway, that concludes my video review of Transformers Generations Wheeljack. If you have any questions about the character, figure, or anything else Transform related, please post a comment down below and I'll get back to you. If you have any requests for video reviews, I will also do those if you put a comment down below. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.